Hello friends, welcome to Senior to Junior Academy. Friends, I welcome you all to our top core companies campus interview question with explanation series. Friends, this is question number 33 and in this video I am going to discuss the heat treatment process, that is annealing, quenching and tempering. Friends, before watching this video, I would request you to watch all my previous 32 mechanical engineering interview videos in order to understand the questions asked in the interview. Friends, as I told you that this process is a heat treatment process. So friends, basically what is a heat treatment process? See, heat treatment is defined as a heating the metal to some specific temperature and keeping it at that temperature for some times, followed by a cooling at specific rate. Simple. You can say heat treatment process as a controlled heating and then keeping it for some time and then cooling it. This is the definition, simple definition of heat treatment. And why heat treatment is done? It is done to get the required microstructure and properties in the metal. So friends, first I would like to talk about annealing. Friends, annealing is a type of heat treatment process which is used to increase the ductility and reduce the hardness of the material. In this, metal is heated to a temperature above the recrystallization temperature. Now it is heated to a temperature in which it becomes red hot, then it is slowly cooled. And why slowly cooled? Because we have to obtain a properties such as the ductility and the softness. We have to reduce the hardness. Now, what is the aim of the annealing? Basically, annealing aims at increasing ductility, reducing hardness, removing the internal stresses and decreasing the brittleness. So friends, basically if somebody asks you what is annealing, basically it is a process in which you heat the material to its temperature above the recrystallization where it becomes red hot, then you do a slow cooling which results in soft and ductile materials. Friends, now I will see to quenching. Quenching is also same thing. You heat the material above its recrystallization temperature, but here a difference is that you do a sudden cooling. Instead of slow cooling, you do a sudden cooling, and that cooling can be in oil or water. As you can see in the picture, a red hot material is suddenly dipped into a water. So what happens by this is that it develops its hardness and the material becomes brittle. Now quenching is basically commonly used in hardening the steel, and it results in making the material more hard and brittle. So friends, this is all about quenching. Now next we talk about the tempering process. Basically tempering is a process of heat treating which is used to increase the toughness of the iron based alloy. When I say tempering, in tempering what happens is that, as I have written, you can see you take the quenched steel and again you reheat below its red hot temperature and you do the cooling. Now what it will do is that it will result in the properties such that the hardness will become medium. It will neither be too hard nor too soft, and brittleness will be somewhat managed. In tempering, what happens is that oxide layer is formed on the surface of steel. Because of that, it becomes colored. Now one more point I have written is that tempering is usually performed after hardening to reduce some excess hardness, and it is done by heating the metal to some temperature below the critical point for a certain period of time. Now what is critical point? Basically you know that critical point is the end point of the phase equilibrium, where the phase change, that temperature is the critical point. So friends, I hope you got an idea about tempering. Tempering is basically you take the quenched steel and heat below the red hot temperature and then allow it to cool, and it will result in the medium hardness and brittleness. In annealing, what you do is that, once again I am repeating, you heat the temperature above the recrystallization temperature. When it becomes hot, red hot, you do the slow cooling. And why slow cooling? Because you need the properties such as ductility, and you have to reduce the hardness. In case of quenching, you do the same thing, but instead of slow cooling you do the fast cooling, because you need to increase the character, that is brittleness and hardness. And whereas in tempering, you take the quench steel and you reheat it below the red hot temperature and cool it. It results in medium hardness and brittleness. Friends, this is all about this in this video. Friends, if you have any doubt, you can mail me at s2jacademy@gmail.com, and you can join our Facebook group, for which the link is given in the description box. And for more such video, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you get the notification when I upload the video. So friends, I thank you all for watching. Share knowledge, share success.